In deep chaos and fear, the masses of followers, who are 90% of the population, are incapacitated, indoctrinated, and completely ignorant of their circumstances. Their world, both in the third dimension and the fourth dimension, is lost in a sea of change and tossed to and fro without questioning their ideas. The teachers of truth provide the final answer and speak so that the followers may see what is written between the lines and discern the truth. The way-showers are the messengers and those that bring forth the passion and desire to see change occur. From the point of view of the third and lower fourth dimension, there are deep concerns for safety of the vehicles. It is as if the world is insane and being led by the most egregious of leaders who is bound and intent on developing catastrophe out of the individual paralysis and cultural ethical stasis. The point being that those in power of this third-dimensional world intend death, war, poverty, discord, which breeds conflict and fear over peace, abundance, prosperity, and benevolence. The underlying reason behind this dichotomy is the Black Alliance of the Dark Masters cannot see into the higher dimensions and are not aware of what is beyond the four directions. Their agenda is to be instigators of contrived and created terror, disasters, catastrophes, tribulations, and bring forth the hysteria of the apocalypse. These miseries are thick with fear, stress, and drama. The minds of the masses are all people who are lost in addictions in these fourth-dimensional dramas of stress and sickness. They are imbalanced, confused, and susceptible to assault, abuse, and captivity. This addiction is a drug, poison that steals the energy of the soul to connect with the higher light. It is wherein the constant disruptive activity of conflict, the addiction is fed, and the physical, metabolic, and nervous systems emit toxic and unbalanced energies which recreate similar, increasingly threatening and dreadful dramas. The beings who comprise the Black Alliance are cold-blooded and astral-deviated essence, being part of a fourth-dimensional paradigm that works to control the third dimension using emotional archetypes, chemical toxins, and negative physical events. They are lower astral or fourth-dimensional emotional-based beings who have possessed and inhabited those upon the third dimension who are unable to control their own bodies. This is their reason behind the media focus on abuse, perversion, and fear. The elements of sex, violence, abuse, perversion, death, and insanity create crime, punishment, and the disturbing recreated scenario of the media's interest in demonic, negative illusion. The Dark Masters feed off of the programs and the addictions to the dramas and the discord of the fourth-dimensional control. In this program, secrecy and intrigue are of supreme importance, and the addiction to ideas that, when brought to bear under the light of pure logic, they are left without a region of kernel stability. The reality of the fourth-dimensional emotional reality is to be a subordinate role rather than a primary one. The reality is a clear and continuous energy stream of abundant and consistent life. Light is always shining and sending forth abundant sources of energy streams which are intensified by galactic alignments, just as the ones within the sphere of the physical Earth realities are adjusted and raised in vibration by the movement of the solar bodies. As the teachers of light speak truth, the Dark Masters lie with positive words to manipulate the masses into being victims of their scenarios. They lie about every aspect of reality and use the media and the control as the windows of information to focus mass consciousness towards conflict, confusion, and fear. They intend to confuse and infiltrate the rising group of way-showers with those who will divert the masses to a continuation of negative addictions that will confound the followers and leave them paralyzed and unable to take action. The teachers of light always speak and carry forth the banner of the new coming age of light, for it is done, and it is surpassing that which has been beheld in history and prophesied for the future. Once the passage of the Arcturian enlightenment is complete, the resources will flow more freely outward through the initiator and the benefactors who are the way-showers. They are the ones to give empowerment to the masses. The followers will begin to see the future unfold along the lines of the truth being spoken by the teachers of light. The unraveling of the dark dream of the Black Alliance is being revealed. The followers are waking up to the great lie. They see it as not real, and that they will wake up and see the future that is positive and hopeful. They will eventually wake up and open their eyes and take in the higher light, but for now they are regulated to the fourth dimensional horizontal plane, where they only see the time past and the future expected from a singular viewpoint. In casting all dispersions aside, the teachers of light are calling forth a tone which will bring to the eyes of those who are walking the path of the new age a great beacon to the future, which is what is believed and trusted. To take action, all individuals are omnicentric, where this requires you to take responsibility for yourself. This is your duty, and you are the center of your existence, and in this you are a vertical axis which moves through the timelines, and you gather to your horizontal layers, which are the dimensions. In this way you are connective through a magnetic linkage. You are bonded to all existence through a frequency tone which is yours and signals a tuning. We are all unique and have our own vibratory frequency which is in harmony with our environment. You are receptive to certain frequencies and repulsive to others. So when you are connecting to an emotion, idea, a thing, a belief, you are in part attracting this thing, yet you are also involved in the creation of this presentation. Your auric envelope is what you are, as well as you are part of your center. From this perspective, you must seek to know the vibration and the magnetic field of your central strand, your axis, your vertical alignment. In this way, you are pulling together the energy of the reality that is layered in the horizontal fields or layers, and where there is manifestation of each of the dimensions. For you to create something outside in your environment, you must be empowered by the outside as well as the inside. As you hear these words, you must open up and surrender to the outside. Know that there is no death, there is only being. You are part of one with the great unlimited and infinite energy. There is no fear. Fear is only connected with one layer, with one dimension, with one density, and it is related to the third dimension for the reason to provide a barrier for the egocentric physical being. Fear is used to keep the physical being separate and to keep their physical cells, organisms, and human beings in an energy which is reactive with boundaries. It reacts and repulses that which seeks to invade its space. The Dark Masters seek to continue the fear for the selfish purpose of limiting, controlling, and stealing from beings that are part of the same environment. The manipulative use of the natural environment and the natural emotion response to harm and danger has been remanifested in the lower fourth dimension, where it is inappropriate, as there is no reason to have fear in the emotional dream. This is the non-physical emotional realm of the panoramic variety which allows for all probabilities. The Dark Masters have used this magic and illusion to selfishly act more powerful than others. This is allowed in the fourth dimension, as all probabilities are given if asked for. So the perpetrator is as guilty as the victim. It is a game, and the masses who have allowed this intervention are to regain their power that they have ignorantly allowed themselves to lose. As the followers regain their power, the new world will come forth.